If you're interested into becoming a podcaster and want to see a beginner like myself doing one on video, check out this video right now. Plus, introduction and a special tool for you to start your own podcast is at the end of this video.
This is the Power of One podcast, episode 14. Perfection is so overrated. It is literally a total lie of how something or somebody, for what they believe is 100%, is incredible and it has to be easy, and it's not. And the inside truth is, it's a struggle just to prove a point each day. So ask yourself this: is being perfect really worth it? What do you imagine that everything that you need or see, or the people you meet and greet, will all be smooth, jolly, and no worries? You believe everything will be perfectly fine and well, but reality can bring you problems and obstacles you have to overcome every day, and it comes harder. And you realize the goal of perfectionism is so vague. The word perfectionism is like an imaginary word on what we expectation of how a person, place, thing, or better an idea that should be. However, reality can give us the hard truth. Is that everything or everyone that is way different than you imagine it. And our expectation kind of went out the window. But listen, you asked for it. You received it. And what do you expect? Happy trials, easy street. You have to make it work. It'll be harder, and then you realize that the results can be like, have a tiny or few errors, but at least you've done it. Even when you reach your goals, you have to prepare for the worst. The worst to come, and everything or everyone won't stay perfectly good forever. And if you try to be perfect by yourself, please be careful. And remember, you're fine just the way you are. So why you want to change that? Let's talk about relationships. About the person you cherish the most. The person that's going to be, quote, the one for you. This is going to be you. The first time you take a glance of him/her, your fantasy go on the rise. You believe that your Prince Charming or your beautiful princess has arrived and has everything that you imagined. Think again. Prince Charming, beautiful princess, total BS. I'm sorry, I have to be mean, but it has to be done. Once you get to know this person, you notice how this person talk, how this person walk, how this person act. And you be like, huh. And then you go back to your expectation list and about your true lover, and then you cross out some things like traits of, and tongue twist. And then you learn about who they are and what they are as a person as the time go by. You'll start to like and dislike on who this person is and what she/he does on a regular basis. After getting to know this person, you decide if you really want to be with it or her. And if you truly don't want to be with them because of what? They didn't match up to your perfect standard. Guess what? You're still walking in that fantasy land looking for that true perfect person who's never going to come out. Your true love is going to be in reality. But if you accept that person for who he is/who she is, I will tell you this: you and this person, you will have some good times, you can have some bad times. The relationship will not be the 100%. The amount of times you will fuck up, then he will fuck up, or she will fuck up. But as long as the relationship stays solid for years or months, the love is strong. Love relationship, that's underrated. The perfect relationship that you would desire, shit, that's overrated. Couples who are hearing or seeing this right now, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about friendships. Like, friendships is not always gonna be perfect, because you and your best friend, you guys fight a lot, but that person know you for months and years, as well as you know them, and then that connection, there's a connection around there, heart to heart. The memory lasts forever. You guys cry together, laugh together, get angry at each other, want to square up with each other, or be cool with one another. Your friendship is not perfect, but it's real and it's strong. And again, that's underrated. Perfect friendship, overrated. And lastly, don't ever change someone into your perfect idea. It will never work. So accept them for who they are. The goals to reach at, like your memento milestone in your whole life, you got it. And you're going to wonder this: what happens next? Well, more and more hard work will come along the way. And it requires responsibility, maturity, and patience. Let me give you an example. You get promoted in the management of business. Congrats. What do you think the job role is? What are you gonna do? You're gonna dress in your boss, fast and shoot, bossing people around while drinking a cup of mug, and that's it? Nah. There's more to that. If your employees fucked up, you fuck up. The business starts to slow down or stop, people will then look at you, point at you and say, hey, you gotta fix it. You chose the role. It's not what you perfectly expected would be, but you gotta deal with it. I'll give you another example. You bought a house, a car, or any type of fancy, expensive shit, and then suddenly something horribly went wrong. Not horribly, but terrible. Like, parts of your dream things start to start to rust, start to break down, and it needs to be fixed. It needs to be repaired. What do you expect again? It stays perfect forever? No. There's no worries. Anything could happen. And sometimes you're gonna regret and saying, damn, I should have bought the other one. This is just perfect. No, this is horrible. I gotta spend all my money just to get this one thing fixed. That's part of life. Always prepare for what life may offer. Even when you have kids. Like, some days, don't expect your kids to be perfect little angels. Reminder, they are your kids. They have your genes. And they will do the same dumb shit, or worse, that you done when you were their age. But never stop loving them. Don't forget to love your kids as much as you can, because again, they're the mini version of yourself. They're not perfect, but you love them just the way they are. For you trying to be perfect, why are you trying to push so hard for something so vague? You want everything or everyone to satisfy your every needs, in the way your inside of your brain to, relax or calm the fuck down. In the real world, there will always be obstacles that'll be harder and be a blockade to stop your path to, success. Once that happens, the perfect you're going to start freaking out of nowhere for no reason. And you're going to develop that kind of spoiled behavior because your anxiety start to conflict in your inside mind, and you become exhausted. And when nothing is working, you start to feel miserable. You start crying, like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Stop it. As a so-called perfect person that you are claimed to be, who are you to judge people for who they are and what they don't got? And you just showing off and just demand likeness and respect? Really? Is that your way of getting people's attention, just to hang out with you? We can't be friends. You gotta bounce. I ain't hanging out with you. Stop dreaming about acting like kings and queens for people to admire you for what you got. And if you lose in a game or in a competition or anything, and act like a sore loser and cry like a baby, saying like, I should have won, I should have won, I should have won. What? How could he won? What he has, I don't get. He's a peasant. And you acting like a little bitch. So ask yourself this: is being perfect truly your goal? Because again, the goal of perfectionism is so overrated. Perfectionism is what we expect on once we get the opportunity that we truly want it, and do the things that we imagine to do, but never tell us how to be prepared for many outcomes, and make us judge a book from its cover. That's life. If you get what I mean, right? It changes you into someone that is spoiled and rotten, but worse, hurt you inside. I know that you want to change who you are, but try to remember to love yourself and accept who you are as a person. And once you reach that new goal, you have to prepare for the hard road. You, my friend, you need to be reminded that you are the most underrated individual right now. And that's okay. While you have done many accomplished things in your whole life and gained respect from the people that love and care about you, your friends and family. So why do you need more praises? Why do you need more recognition? Why do you need more attention? All you need is their love and support that can carry you along the road to success. And if you still want to reach even more platforms, then stop trying to look for that perfect, easy things, perfect people. Life is not perfect. But only you, not your perfect you, have the ability to take it head on. So thank you so much for listening to the Power of One podcast. And always remember to keep moving forward. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for looking into this video podcast for beginners. Introduction time. My name is Anthony Brown. A few months ago, I started a podcast of mine known as the Power of One podcast. Not only it talks about, society and culture, but it reminds you as an individual can overcome negativity that's around you, and no matter what, you could jump any obstacles that you can and always keep moving forward to reach your goal. Now, this is like my 14th episode of my podcast, and the rest of the 13 episodes are all available in all podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Radio Public. Yeah, the list goes on. The links are available below of this description. Now, I want to shout out to one of my sponsors who helped me start my own podcast, and it's a tool known as Anchor. Anchor is the best and easiest way to create your own podcast. Not only that, you can use like your PC and microphone, you can also use it on your mobile device, and you can invite some friends and you can make your podcast a little bit more interesting. Now, like I said before, I'm new to doing creating content on YouTube, and doing podcasting. It gave me the confidence, to put myself out there, post my video of myself recording online. I will create more and better content in the future later on, and the next 2 videos will be based on my other podcast episodes, full audio. And I just want to say thank you for welcoming me into the YouTube family. Also, one more thing. I know this year has not been the kindest and the best year, and this year has been a struggle, but no matter what's happening, always keep moving forward.